Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Luchauskas. Today's the 10th of April 2018. We're just a few minutes away from the US opening bell, so we're just going to have a quick market overview. What happened during the European session, still is happening during the European session, what to expect from the US session, and what levels to watch out for. So yeah, as always, let's have a read through our risk disclaimer. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. So, also, excuse me, before we jump into the charts, quick reminder of our JFD research page here, where you can go in, have a look at different analysis that we do on a daily basis, different trading shoutouts in different languages as well. So, yeah, please do not hesitate to visit us here, and I think you can find something useful for yourself. But for now, let's have a look at the markets. So the first one I want to have a look at is the FTSE 100. Now, the FTSE here, I was talking about this one this morning, and I was looking at this level right here at around 71.85, and I was saying that if we'll see a nice move from it, and there is a strong potential for it to move higher, then keep an eye on this level a little bit higher here. Just let me drag this one quickly, and yeah, so watch out for this new level, this new high here, or should I say maybe the previous high, and that's around the 72.55 approximately there, or 72.60 actually, to be more precise. So watch out for the 72.60 area. Could be a good resistance initially, but if this will power through this level, then we do have this other high here that's on the lookout, and that's the 73.10, so approximately 7300, 73.10. At the moment, of course, this is looking strong, and it seems like the FTSE wants to continue moving higher, but like I said, watch out for this first resistance area, as this could play out, the price could get held here for the time being, unless, like I said, unless it's going to rush through it and go and aim towards the 73.10. On the downside, if we suddenly get a reversal back down, keep an eye on this 71.85 area that I kept talking about, and this will act initially as a good support. But if that doesn't hold, well, it is probably moving lower, and the next target lower here could be the 71.25 area. But at the moment, to be honest, we are kind of putting away the downside idea for now, just looking at this price activity that we're seeing in the FTSE 100 today. So at the moment, we're just considering higher levels. The similar stories on the DAX. DAX is kind of, well, actually, DAX is less active as FTSE, and we can see it now is just forming this little doji candlestick here on the daily chart, and of course we still have a few hours to go until the European markets close, but at the moment it is just sitting here. It tried to push higher today towards this area that I've got highlighted here, 12,460, but it still wasn't enough, and yeah, it just kind of ended up right here, just slightly above this 50 EMA. So at the moment, probably we're just going to be observing this one and not touching it for a while. So let's have a look at a few commodities. So the first one will be the WTI, and we can see that it's bouncing off nicely from this upward moving support line that started here around August time last year. Well, actually more end of August, I would say. and now we're just continuing to move higher. We took out this level. Of course, the day hasn't closed yet, but at the moment we can see that it's taken out this 64.25 area, and it seems that it wants to continue moving higher. Now we do have a target of which is this area right here, these previous highs here. And if we do get a move towards this is probably going to be the first stronger resistance area, unless, like I said, unless it's gonna just power through it and just will continue moving higher. But at the moment, this is the area that we're keeping an eye on, and the 6660 could be a possible good resistance level to watch out for. On the downside, of course, if we get a sudden reversal back down, and we do get move lower to test this upwards moving support line, a break below, well, a break below could signal further negativity or further selling, of course, and we could see maybe a move lower towards this area right here, the round number of 60. But at the moment, the downside is off the table for now, and we're mainly focused on this level higher here. So keep an eye on this one, guys. Gold is trying to push higher. We can see that now, and it is moving above the 1336 area, but meeting its resistance right now at around 1340. So probably the 1440 will be the key level to watch, as if we see a nice break above it, then potentially could see this pushing a little bit higher, maybe even towards this area right here, for a test of this downwards moving let's say resistance line that started here recently at around the end of January, something like that. And if this will continue pushing higher, then yes, we probably could see a test of this downwards moving trend line. So keep an eye on this area, guys. Could be a potential good trade later on, because if we get a nice break above this, then yep, well, it probably will push a little bit higher again. So yeah, let's have a look at at a few pairs now quickly. Euro dollar. For the euro dollar, let's put a 4-hour chart here, and we can see that now it's this one is bouncing off nicely from this 123 area. I was talking about this morning, and I said keep an eye on it, because if we'll see a nice move from it, then well, the next area to watch would be the 123.350, and then potentially this 123.600. Now, of course, it overshot the 123.600 and managed to reach 123 around 123.750, let's say like that. But now it's just getting back below the 123.600, and now it seems that it's getting held here around this area. So probably for today, this will be the key one to watch, the 123.600, and we'll see what it wants to do later on. If it wants to continue pushing higher, then if it wants to continue pushing higher, then we do have this 123.900 area as a good potential resistance level. So keep an eye on this one, guys. On the downside, well, it's difficult to talk about the downside right now, guys, but still, if we suddenly get a nice move below this 123.350, and then we'll continue pushing lower towards the 123, well, keep an eye on this 123 area, guys, because this could be the key one in determining the further trend. So well, I should probably correct myself here, the further short-term trend, because if we get a nice break here below this upwards moving support line that started in April 2017, now this could determine the longer term down trend. But at the moment we're quite far away now from that. So just, I would say, keep an eye on this area for now, the 123.600. If we get a nice break above this, then could push it towards the 123.900. So let's have a look at the GBPUSD. GBPUSD, we can see now, yes, it had a nice pop as well, moved higher above the 141,500 that I've got marked here, and now it managed to reach the 141,900. Currently just doing a bit of retracement, but to be honest, the next level that we're keeping an eye on is the 142 and the 142,200. So potentially could be good levels to watch here on the upside. On the downside, if we suddenly get a move below again the 141,500, keep an eye on this 141,200 then. If we continue pushing lower below these two levels, then the pair is going to end up next to this one, this upwards moving support line that it had started since the 1st of March. So at the moment, yes, it is looking strong, but like I said, in this market conditions, anything might happen. So keep an eye on this one. Quickly, let's have a look at the USDCAD, and USDCAD is on a nice move down, breaking this 126,700 area that I've got marked here. I was talking about this area this morning, and now, of course, we are keeping an eye on this lower level right here, the 126,100, as a potential next support area. So I'll just quickly highlight it here for the future reference. And at the moment, it's not looking good. I mean, this pair is not looking strong, and it seems that it wants to continue pushing lower. So yeah, guys, I mean, keep an eye on this 126,100 area as a potential support level for this pair. On the upside, if we suddenly get a move above the 127,300, approximately there, could potentially get a push a little bit higher, but the stronger level that we would be watching here, the stronger resistance level, would be this area right here at around the 128. So if we do get a nice pop above the 128 level, this could also confirm, this would also actually put it above this downwards moving trend line that we had running here since around 19th of March. And if we do get a nice move here above, then, well, it is opening the path towards these higher levels. Maybe even we will see later on a move towards this 129,350. So yeah, guys, I mean, if we do get a nice break here above, then watch for these higher levels. Let me just highlight that one right now for you quickly, and to watch out for. So this one, the 129,350. But that's of course if we would get a nice pop here above this 128. And probably one of the last pairs that I would like to look at today would be this the USDJPY. Now the USDJPY, it is continuing to trade here around this 107 area. It's just going slightly higher than lower, and at the moment we're waiting for a more clear direction, or basically waiting until it will decide what it wants to do. So here on the downside, I am keeping an eye on this little area right here at around 106,650. If we do get a nice break below here, below this area, then would also break this upwards moving support line that started around the 25th of March. And if we do get a nice break here below, then we're on the lookout here for this little area right here at around 106,400. A break of which could push it actually a little bit lower. But of course, let's go step by step, and let's not rush it and see what it wants to do first. I mean, on the upside, if we get a nice break above this area right here at around 107,200, keep an eye on these previous highs here, these recent actually highs at around 107,500. So a break above the 107,200 could push it, potentially could push it towards this 107,500. And to be honest, the 107,500 is not far from this other target that I'm keeping an eye on, is the 107,650, approximately there. So potentially could get a touch, this level could get a touch if we manage to break the 107,500. But for now, we're just observing this pair as it is trying to determine on its further direction. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave you here, and I hope you have a good US session, and of course the remaining of the European session. And as always, guys, keep an eye on the price action, and I will see you tomorrow in my JFD Traders Espresso tomorrow morning at around, not around actually, but 7 o'clock British Summer Time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.